Okay, so you've completed your Go the Extra Inch training. What do you do now? It's vital to keep this stuff alive. It's vital to keep it moving. So here are a few tips to help you. First of all, keep talking about the social revolution. Keep talking about the empowered customer and the transparent business model that is turning the world upside down. What we learnt at school is no longer true. What they teach at business school no longer works. Marketing has changed, customers have changed, behaviour has changed, and your business must change to reflect that. Secondly, keep looking at great businesses. What do they do that's different? How do they change? How do they thrive? And the answer I think you will always find is systems. They have systems driving them. Here's a great quote from Terry Leahy when he was at Tesco. "We spend most of our time listening to the customer, what their desires are, what they do and what they want. All we then need to do is believe them and act on it. It's all free advice and it's as simple as that. If you do that, your business will prosper." So he knew a few things. Then keep focusing on human behaviour. At the end of the day, the situation now is that the customer's in command. The customer is ruling your business, and by customer I mean internal customer and external customer. You've got to make sure that your internal people are listened to, valued, and are telling you what they really think, and you're listening to them and acting on them. Because if you don't, they will be talking behind your back on social media to their friends, and that will spread virally around the world. There is no doubt about it. It will happen. You must engage your people first. They are your internal customer. They're your most important resource. And secondly, your external customer. The same thing. They need to be engaged through systems. So what do these customers want? These customers want to deal with people who have sound beliefs. We call this your customer-focused mission. What are the key things that you stand for? Why would they want to do business with you? What is special about you? What would you like them to say behind your back? What is your customer-focused mission? Secondly, they would like you to consider their real needs, and their real needs are emotional, not physical. They want to trust you. They want you to make their life easier. And most of all, they want to feel like they matter. They want to feel important. They want to feel like you're going to give them some attention. They want to feel personally treated. Now, this is critically important. We have the technology to do this, but very few customers, very few businesses do this properly. So they want to feel like they really matter. And this is what the Great Rapport System actually delivers. Now, when you've worked out what your mission is, what your customers really want, you've got to continually go the extra inch. Now, go the extra inch works in 4 ways. Your systems, your team, your whole organisation, and you as the individual. Now, all of those ways you need to be looking at small steps that you can take on a continual basis. We would suggest weekly, to continually evolve and grow and become better and better and better and more customer focused, so that customers love you, want to come back to you, want to recommend you, want to buy more and want to bring their friends. That's what we want. And lastly, measure. You have to have a measure in your business of future success. Now, every business has a measure of current success. It's called money. And the problem with that is, if they only have one measure, they tend to do things that are, shall we say, a bit dysfunctional at times in order to get the money. They sacrifice future success in order to get the right figures for the accountants this month, this quarter, this year. So many businesses do this. We see it all over the place, and you have got to resist that. And the best way you can resist that is have a powerful measure of customer experience, which we call the measure of future success, or use the words business barometer if you prefer. It's a very good thing. So here are some top tips in these 4 areas. Customer focused mission. Look for what people are saying about you in your feedback. Your customers will tell you about your mission. They're the things they want to say about you behind your back. Aim to have one for the whole company, for each department, for each team, and brilliantly for each individual. If you do that, you're really getting it. Use it in everything you do. It should be your guidance, your compass. Use it for meetings. Why are we having this meeting? Use it for processes. What is the purpose of this process? Use it for projects. What are we trying to achieve with this project? Use it for delegation. Why are we delegating this? What is this delegation trying to achieve? What's the outcome it wants? Use it in all your communication. Refer to it all the time. It is a compass. It is an anchor. Use it, use it, use it. And lastly, of course, use it in your actions. If your actions aren't congruent with your mission, no point in having a mission. So those are a few tips for your customer focused mission. What about your customers' real needs? What are some tips for your customers' real needs? Well, here are a few tips, okay? One by one, it's the most important thing, filter all of your systems and processes through your customers' 3 needs. Easier life, trust, and of course the big one, attention. Keep this up and build into your business a process of continual evolution using this as a filter, and never stop, because the world won't stop around you, the customers won't stop feeding back and changing, and competition won't stop arising. So keep this up, never stop, okay? And remember, everything you do, just ask yourself, will this help the customer feel valued, feel important? Will this help make the customer's life easier or better? And will this build trust? Because if you can't say yes to all 3 of those categorically, my suggestion is you're probably doing the wrong thing. So it's a fantastic filter for everything you do. What about some tips for the go the extra inch process? Well, the most important thing for that is to have your weekly go the extra inch session. Have it in every team in the business. Now, I know this is hard to do, but at least get started and build it up from a small base. It's like lighting a fire. You've got to get a small flame first, and it will catch and catch and catch until you have a roaring inferno, and that's what you want. So get it started. Don't be frightened of it. Get it started. If you need some help, we can help you. We have documents, free videos and all sorts of things, or we can come and run them for you to get them started. Then, of course, filter all of your processes around those the customer's real needs, but do it in small steps. Do it in extra inches. Do it inch by inch. So the previous thing we talked about is filtering a process. Do that inch by inch. Empower everyone in your business to challenge everything constructively. Look at all these things that they're going to empower. Look at them inch by inch. There is no such thing as a small opportunity. There's no such thing as a small problem. Okay? Small opportunities can become massive drivers to your business, and small problems can kill your business. Okay, Gerald Ratner destroyed his business in about 5 minutes. The most profitable jewellery business in the world, that was an inch. And Velcro, for example, was invented in about 5 minutes when someone saw burrs sticking to their clothes and said, I wonder why they do that. So if you look at all of the things that happen in businesses, they all come from small things, and we must pay attention to these small things, get them right and drive them in the right direction before they become big things. And lastly, your measure. Start testing and introducing measures into your business. Don't be frightened of these. Some will work and some won't work. Start using them, start testing them, start introducing them. Aim to make them as powerful or more powerful than the money measure. They should be more powerful, I would suggest, because they are a measure of input, and if you get the input right, the output, which is money, will follow. Aim to get to the stage where no one in your business can be promoted who's below average on your customer score. That's pretty straightforward. It's what you want to do. Encourage and organise ad hoc feedback, both from your customers and from your staff, and start to gather the feedback into a central system. Start getting this organised. Again, we can help you organise that. We have an organisation we work with called Investors in Feedback who do that sort of thing. Then proactively contact your customers at a suitable time. Is it before delivery? Is it after delivery? Is it during delivery? It may be a mixture of all those. Contact them proactively by phone and use a third party. I strongly recommend you use a third party for that, because your customers will talk to a third party. So that's another point. But contact them to find out what they are thinking and what's going on. Because if you don't give them attention, they will give their attention to the rest of the world via social media and feedback. See this as marketing, not as an expenditure. It is marketing. It's marketing. It's focus on customer retention, referrals, repeat business, cross sales, upsales, and reputation. It's phenomenal marketing spend. Businesses should be spending much more on this than they are at the moment, which is mostly nothing. Then organise all of this feedback and get it onto what we call a clear and compelling scoreboard. Have a scoreboard in your business that everyone can come and see where you are with it. Okay, so it becomes absolutely the driver to your business. And lastly, here are a few general tips. Keep focus on this high. This isn't a one-off. This isn't a training session. This isn't oh, we did that once, it was interesting. This is the way of doing business in the 21st century. This is a question of survival or not in this new world. Continually train people. Have your weekly Go the Extra Inch sessions. Use coaches. Please use us as coaches. We can coach you for very small amounts of fees compared to the massive opportunity and massive problems that will occur if you don't. Okay, so use us as coaches. We can keep this going with you. If you don't use us, get coaches internally. Make sure they're passionate about this, because if you don't get passionate about this, this will slip. And keep the book. Keep the book. Use it continually. Write in it, scribble over it, buy more copies, share it. This is your working tool. This will give you everything you need to know to keep this stuff fresh. So there we are. Some top tips on Go the Extra Inch, how to keep it live and vibrant in your business. And when I say Go the Extra Inch, I mean great or poor, sales through service, Go the Extra Inch. It's all part of the same process. The key is to keep working at it, to keep doing things in small steps, continually, and then by magic, the success will follow. Very good luck. You know where to find us if you need us, and we will always take calls from you and try and help you, whether you pay us or not. Thanks very much for watching.